Hello, gamers. I am having a cardiac arrest.
Sorry, I had too much bang this morning.
And if you couldn't tell, we're reviewing the movie, the Roblox movie, I should say. That's an hour and a half long.
No.
Wait, how'd you figure that out?
Full title is A Sad Roblox Story, a Roblox action movie, The Last Guest. It depends on whether, or it depends on which platform you're watching on. YouTube, which, you know, of course it's on YouTube, or Amazon Prime. That's right. This movie is on Amazon Prime. Do I know why? No. I just was on it looking for a fucking movie to watch because that's what I do on a lot of Sundays, and it was just there.
What you mean, a shitty movie?
No, I just look for movies. It's not a shitty movie, Josh.
Yes, it is.
So does someone want to discuss the plot of the movie?
Okay,
I don't remember
so
the plot.
basically, as the name implies, The Last Guest is a Roblox movie about the guests of Roblox. You know, those fucking idiots who don't know how to actually make an account, so they just like use this stupid thing even though making an account is free. Well, yeah, it's about the last of those. Basically, the bacon heads. They're massacring them in the millions, and
Just like
our
Hitler.
main character is
It's like Hitler.
a new just like Hitler, a new orphan who had his parents die in front of him and is now getting the hots on for this fucking other orphan
Roblox
girl, I can
shit.
assume, because they lived in the same house.
They lived in an orphanage. It was explained in the movie.
It was vaguely touched on, but yeah, basically
It was
all that
explained in like
shit
5
happens.
seconds.
Shit
It's fine.
happens. The guest goes to war and then supposedly dies. Who wants to move on to Jess's story, or Jez? Yeah, Jez's story.
I don't remember either story. It's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jez's story. He is the son of, was it the commander?
It was the
Just say leader.
Was the leader of the Bacon Army. So you know,
I love
so basically he's the son of a
Invisible
terrorist. But he was very abused as his father abused
side note,
him.
they were legit just called terrorists in the movie. Yes, the word
Yeah.
terrorist was said in a Roblox movie.
How
Yes.
dare it?
Yes, if they weren't called terrorists, they're called bacon heads.
No, they referred to them as terrorists at one point.
Oh yeah.
They literally
I'm
just
pretty
said
sure the
terrorists.
news referred
They
to them.
expected him to fill his father's shoes, so of course he's abusive. He trained a lot. And there was the guest games, which was literally just the exact sounds. They have guests fight each other, and if not, they both get shot. And in the guest games, he realized how evil his father truly is. And then should I talk about the concentration?
No, that's not what happened.
You're missing
He
a very
was-
important detail to his
He
story.
was going to be a part of the guest
wow.
games, which bacon heads aren't really a part of the guest games. And I'll
No,
go
I
back
think
to
his
Jez's.
father wanted him to be with him for the
Yeah,
game.
watch him.
You guys
yeah,
are,
he
you
wanted
guys
to
are
sit
all
with-
over the place with this shit.
Yeah, he wanted to sit with them in the
You
guest
think I
games.
remember-
And basically how they get the guests for the guest games, because the last guest wasn't actually the last guest. There's an entire concentration camp full of them. And
It's fine. That doesn't need
and
explanation.
And Jez finally, there's no explanation for it. It's just a thing.
It doesn't need an
Jez
explanation.
sees how horribly these people are treated by his waifu, whatever the fuck her name was. Does anyone remember?
Bros.
Nope.
No, Rose was the other girl.
I just realized
Rose
I
was the
put mute on
other
here also,
guest
whoops.
that they meet in the concentration camp that, spoiler alert, betrays them and gets Jez's other girlfriend killed by the commander, I think his name was. Fucking, so yeah.
No, it was the colonel, dumbass.
The colonel. Do you think I fucking remember that shit?
The
But,
That's
colonel.
a very
yeah.
The
important
guy.
detail in this story, though.
What was the very
Jess's mother
important
was
detail?
murdered.
Oh yeah, Jess's mother was murdered at a very young age.
Mother?
And shut up, bitch. They he was told all his life that a guest had murdered his mother, but shocking reveal, plot twist, it was his father all along.
And I think that really goes to show how much Jez has grown as a character, because
Jez
you
is
know,
definitely the most developed character in
he,
this.
he started off the movie a person who hated guests, because you know he only thought that they killed his mother, but it really shows throughout the end that even though he still kind of thought that the guest killed his parents before he like confirmation that it wasn't the guest. He was still kind of siding with the guest. But then I feel like after he saw the knife, he was like full, guest, gay rights, liberal side,
All right, well.
Now you just pissed off.
Now you just pissed everyone off.
Josh, it's
Yeah,
unaccessible.
I'm calling
Why
that.
did I go backwards?
I'm making fun of
Thank
both
you,
sides.
man.
I'm calling,
Inaccessible. All right, but you were saying something, and I had something to say about it. I just don't fucking remember. Give me a sec.
Carter,
Someone
you can't
else
say
cover.
those words.
Someone else cover for me.
let's talk. You know what? Before, or while Carter's thinking, let's
By
talk
the way,
about,
the last guest has no character development.
Hey,
no,
Hey! No!
I
No!
disagree fully with that statement.
How did
This
he
guy's
change from
just-
the beginning?
How did he
I
change?
mean-
He lost
Oh.
his parents right in front of him. He had to go through the trial of accepting their deaths and moving forward.
He had to go to war to protect his newfound family, Josh. And by the way,
After he went to war,
by
like,
the way, to really, and there's no character progression in this movie. Jez is the embodiment of character
I
development.
didn't say in this
He-
movie.
He
I said
hated-
in the last
He
guest.
said the last guest didn't have any character development.
did he? Well,
Kinda do at
Jez,
times.
I can agree
shut
with
up.
Jez.
At
He
times,
changes.
Jez even goes from hating guests, like Will said, but he even saves the last guest's life. That's right. When we thought he was dead and gone, it is revealed that before the explosion that apparently, according to us, took his life, Jez jumped in heroically and got him into a ditch, which made it so that only his father died, not the last guest. And it's just a really empowering moment. I was brought to tears. I was bawling on the floor. It was such a powerful moment.
Can we talk about how the movie calls the last guest, even though he isn't the last guest? I feel like by the movie
It's more.
He's the last free guest.
okay.
I was gonna say it's a more symbolic.
Yeah,
name.
it's more symbolic because it shows how alone he feels.
Yes.
Even
And
though
how
he
he
has a
shared-
kid and a
how-
wife.
He really grows from that emptiness, and he allows people to come into his life and give him newfound love and hope. And that's why he goes to war, because he doesn't want to lose that again. And that,
Yeah,
my friends, is character. That's how you make a character, Atlas.
Oh my Carter.
The last
know where he's getting,
guest
Will.
is a beautiful character. It's a beautiful movie. Honestly,
movie gives me a headache.
every aspiring every
Aside
aspiring movie
from
creator
everything
should
about it
watch
was
The Last
fine
Guest.
except for the freaking audio mixing.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about that. Joseph, why don't you tell them about the little thing that you found in it?
Audio mixing was
No,
horrible.
No, the one part that you needed to text us about as soon as you heard it.
Oh yes, my favorite sound, also known as the Discord notification sound.
It was like 1420.
It was 1725.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just in the middle of
Didn't
the
it happen
fucking
during his
movie.
funeral?
Yeah.
No, it was just
No,
during
no,
this-
I'm gonna go as far to say as that was intentional.
Yeah.
Because it was during
Because
his
it's an
funeral
actual
when we
game.
all thought he was dead. But that Discord notification, that symbolizes to us, the viewers, that he is still out there.
He just needed
He's
to come and see
trying
a
to
Discord.
tell
It's
us.
fine.
Yes, exactly. The movie is telling us that he was alive.
Yeah,
Now
it
that-
was intentional.
That's
Will's
movie making
100%
right there,
correct.
folks. That is movie making right there.
Those subtle hints. It's just,
It
It's-
totally wasn't an
it's a-
accident. They didn't
shut up.
believe it
It's
in.
a masterpiece. I would go as far as to say it's not just Roblox Kino. It is action movie Kino. And
Yes,
that
I
brings
can't
me
wait to
another
watch
point.
Die Hard 2 and hear a Discord notification.
The action of the movie was astounding.
I love it
Does
when they
anyone-
repeated the same scene at the gates.
No, but that was intentional because they made a callback to it because the guy said, "Oh, not again."
Yeah, and then in the last time they were beating up the same 3 guys that they did like 3 times within the movie.
Yeah, but I
He
think,
was like, nope, not again. And he pressed the button for them.
I
It
think
was
that goes to
supposed be
show
like that, Josh.
And then they beat the shit out of him.
that goes to show
No,
the
they don't-
side of the bacon people. They don't care about their own kind. They will put them back in danger, even though they know it's not safe. They know they're outclassed. They don't care, and that's what shows about the bacon people, that they are not even. You can't even call them human.
So
They
you're saying
are.
Jez is inhuman.
No, Jez is excluded. He does not identify with the bacon people. He is
He
no
is
longer
Roblox
one.
fluid.
Oh my god, guys.
He has a little bit of everything coursing through his veins. Honestly, you can make the argument that Jez is the true main character.
I would go as far to say that Jez is the main character of The Last Guest.
I mean, doesn't he even land the final hit on the Colonel?
Yeah, he fucking.
I think he
shoots
does.
him.
Yeah, he's the one who shoots him through the chest. And even the ending of the movie, a beautiful barbecue with all the cheeseburgers and steak, I think. Yeah, and steak that
No,
one could
it was
dream of.
hot dogs.
Was his
Tears of joy.
idea. It was
Guys,
his
it was
idea.
hot dogs.
Hot dogs, thank you. All the hot dogs and burgers you can enjoy. That was Jez's idea. He is the main character of this movie. And if you are into action movies and you just want to see a great character, watch the movie just for Jez. Jez is one of the best characters in all of fiction.
I totally agree with your statement that he is the main character, because I would like to add on to that by saying, The Last Guest, he has the motive of he wants to find the person who killed his parents. Well, Jez's father killed his parents, and Jez's father is now dead. Now,
But he also attacked.
The Last Guest doesn't really have a motive. He's not really personally attached to the Colonel, but Jez, on the other hand, is, because
he killed his girlfriend.
He killed his
Roblox
girlfriend, and that's why he takes the final shot. The character with the most motive has the perfect ending, and that's why Jez is that's why another example of why Jez is the main character.
He doesn't even have to suffer the fate of dying alone. He clearly has a romantic interest in someone who completely wronged him and does not deserve a second chance. Jez is just such a caring person that he is willing to accept Rose for her flaws and even forgives her for the awful, awful betrayal that she committed.
That's true. So, Josh, what do you have to say about that?
To be honest, I was gonna say this movie gave me a headache, and it was hard to watch for most of it.
That's not wrong.
Don't agree with him.
Audio mixing, the animation. I mean, I guess it is impressive for Roblox.
Wonderful.
It's impressive for Roblox, I'll say that. But
The audio mixing was just
maybe
shit.
it's because they used mix mode.
I will give you the audio mixing. The audio mixing is very flawed.
Very.
Especially when I can barely
Like
hear what someone says.
Like a certain other game.
That's another gripe of mine with The Last Guest. This movie is like a 10 out of 10, fantastic. But I wish the voice actors had a more
I wish
character
there
to
were
it.
more.
Like they all kind of sounded the same, and some of them gave them really strong different voices, but they all kind of meshed together if you're hearing them talk to one another.
It was kind of like as if
Because it's the same 5 people.
You
It's
ruined
fine.
my joke. I hate you.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
But I mean, one of them sounded like someone on YouTube that I've heard before or something.
Because some of them were actually YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not read the credits?
No, you think I barely got to the movie? Do you think I watched the credits too?
You gotta
Dude,
watch
how
the
did
end
after
credits.
They had
credits
an end credits scene hyping up their second movie, which, if we enjoy it as much as this one, we will also be reviewing. It's supposedly a horror movie, Guest 666.
I'm not a big
Carter,
horror
it's
guy.
already out.
I think horror movies are pretty stupid, and I don't get scared by
Yeah.
them. But I am.
Yeah, neither did I.
I'm more
but
hyped for The Last Guest or 666 whatever. I'm more hyped for that than I am for the Sonic movie, and that's telling you something. Because I am die hard for the Sonic movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm honestly disappointed that they're changing his design. It was perfect.
I don't see the problem with it. It's 100% perfect, and anyone that doesn't say so is stupid.
For what?
Agreed.
The Sonic movie or
The
this?
Sonic movie.
Both.
Dude, I didn't see an issue with it, honestly.
It was perfect.
I thought it could have been fine.
I thought everyone was upset about the human teeth. I think that shows character growth. Character to Sonic.
No,
He
because
already
he's
has-
responsible. Then he
Whoa,
goes
whoa,
to
whoa,
made
whoa.
it's pretty
cares about his
sexy.
dental hygiene.
Now is not the time and place for
God.
this. Now is not the time.
Yeah. We'll save this for when we review the Sonic.
Well, when we actually review it.
Well, honestly, we don't really have a solid structure for this yet, but we'll fine tune it eventually. We just kind of
Eventually. Also known as whatever the heck we get around to reviewing Persona 5.
Hey, shut the hell up. We
Which
talked
only-
about
I
how we
thought
felt.
only
Really.
really
We talked
movies.
about what we liked. We talked about what we disliked, and we talked about some
The
plot
entire
points.
movie?
There's just honestly not a lot to talk about because it's perfect, and you just can't really add much to perfection.
That is
So
true.
I guess we'll go by one, some finishing points. Josh, since you're the hater, you go first.
Don't watch the movie. That's all I gotta
Watch
say.
it and be amused by
Yeah, it's good to watch because it's funny, but I'd never want to watch it again.
I think that adds to it, that it being funny, because it has action, it has drama, it has comedy. It's just a great movie. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy, but better.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have you running away from a giant truck trying to kill
No. It does something better than Guardians of the Galaxy. It has a compelling villain.
Ooh. I mean, actually, yeah, the villain wasn't actually.
The villain actually wasn't terrible. I'll give it that.
I mean, the Colonel was just evil to be evil. He didn't really. That's one thing I hated. That's also.
Yeah, the Colonel was the bad villain, but like
Sometimes
everything-
people are just evil. That's how they are.
But that's a lazy way to make a villain.
No, it's
Persona
not.
5.
No.
Shut up. Shut up. Stop bringing other things into this.
It's fine.
All right, Joseph, you go next. Final thoughts?
I already said my final thoughts. Watch it to laugh at it.
Yeah, he did it with Josh's, even though I told people to do it one by one.
Watch it to laugh with it, to cry with it, and to enjoy it.
To want to die with it.
All right,
Look.
Dennis.
All right, is that all you have to say, Will?
That is all I have to say.
Look, honestly, it's a free movie. It's free almost everywhere. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. This movie, I know we spoiled it a lot for you, but this movie is phenomenal. It is a masterpiece that will be remembered throughout the ages, whether Josh wants to acknowledge that or not. You need to see this movie. It has such great characters. It has such great music. It has such great action. It's just
Carter,
Oh,
I
was that
can
a
tell
stutter
you're
I hear?
falling.
it's an
I can hear you faltering.
time.
Carter.
Go watch this movie.
All right, let's give our
And,
final scores. Josh, what do you give it?
I'm gonna get. It might be. It's a little high for me, but 4 out of 10.
Joseph?
I have to say a perfect 6 out of 10.
I don't even think a 10 out of 10 gives it enough appreciation, so I'm giving it an 11 out of 10.
You know what? Same here. 11 out of 10. And as I said earlier, this is definitely not only Roblox Kino, but action Kino. It is a must-see.
But that's just
I
a
think-
theory, a film theory. Thanks
Oh,
for
no.
watching.
A Roblox movie.